and I have to. Hopefully, I'll come through my Discord here, and there it is. JW and TZ live side by side. Come say hello. All right, so let me get this up on my here, so I can put subscriber only on here. So I'm going to put it on only for like 5 minutes. All right, that's done. Put my link tree in here. I wasn't going to do this today, but I know the mods are going to give me a hard time. I don't.
Good morning.
So.
Good morning, Mr. Yankee.
All right, we're ready to go. Erica from Sarcastica, good morning. I got a big bird next to me here, guys, this morning. Let me shut that down so we don't get any there. There we go. A little feedback. That's gone.
It's the honey bird.
All right, Patty F. Cameron, living Yankee free. Jelly crazy clucker Kelly, an idiot with a 15-foot Lego train. An idiot with a 15-foot name in YouTube. Every time I see that, man. What's up, Weezer? Good morning, Heather B. Good morning, sirs, Heather B said. Good morning, everybody. I got Chucker Zeus next to me here. Big Bird. He's a little slower. He keeps trying to get his angle a little better so he's closer to me. But say good morning, Chucker Zeus. Good morning, Jim.
Everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. I'm trying to get ahead of you.
He's trying to catch me. We got Spooky in by the side by side. Good morning, Miss Spooky, the Madam Mayor. All right, I'm just pulling out of the shop here. Jim's doing 100 miles an hour on some interstate somewhere, but I'm just pulling out of the shop here, and I'm going to roll down here to my buddy Jack's house, get this load off, and then call the boss to see what else I got going. I'm not really sure what else I have going today as of right now, but I know what I got next to me. I got a big yellow bird.
It's a big bird. Here, my audio's a little low.
Audio's a little low. I think it sounds good to me, but I got you in my ear.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah, right. There's nothing I can do about it. It just is what it is.
Yeah, no, it sounds good to me, but I also have you in my ear. I'm not listening on a speaker, so.
Right.
Where are you? Where are you right now?
I am in. Was it Xenia? I don't even know how to say it. Ohio. We are.
Ohio. Okay.
Yeah, 35 heading ourselves up to I-70. Had a little bit of westbound towards. We're gonna head towards.
Heading towards Indiana. Or you got a load on right now, or you got a empty deck? Oh, the lifts, the bucket lifts.
The bucket, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah. A whole bunch of light fixtures and generators. I got seven pieces on the deck. I'm looking important with a bunch of Bobcat today.
Damn it! All right. And how long before you get to unload that? Where are you headed?
Jeez, it's finally in Jamestown, North Dakota, I believe.
Okay.
Is the final, but I can't. Holiday, man. We're gonna have this on our deck for a while. Tuesday.
All right.
Tuesday delivery.
Oh, Tuesday. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and who knows? They might pull it off me and put me on something else too. But yeah, keep running this weekend. I don't know. We'll find that out later on today.
You get one load on. You get one load on for like 3 days. I'm like doing 7, 8, 10 loads a day. How's that work, man? What's it?
Well, you're an overachiever. You're an overachiever.
I'm overachiever. I fucking work too hard.
You got to slow down a little bit. You're gonna hurt yourself.
This would be the perfect analogy for, like, Jim's a union worker and I'm not a union worker.
Right. So yeah, I'm the one that's mad. I operate the shovel and you watch. That's how this is.
Right. Damn straight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. So yeah, it's gonna be on your deck all weekend. Are you gonna be even near home or no?
Yeah, I am gonna run right up straight through.
You run through home, okay.
The yard and go home. There's no reason to idle my truck for 2 days. I'll go home and park it. My first delivery is it's actually in Bemidji, Minnesota, so it's only like an hour and 45 minutes from my house, 2 hours from my house. So I'll take off Monday morning or Tuesday morning and just get out to Bemidji and see.
Just deliver it. Head to the next one.
Unless they yank me on it, they may take it off. Who knows?
Oh, you mean in the trucking business, like things change? Like when you have a schedule
No.
that can
Okay, so
possibly
yeah,
change,
anybody
or
that ever is interested in trucking, you never have to worry about anything. It's always the same thing every single.
nothing ever changes. When they tell you you're going someplace with what you got, that's always what happens. You always
That's
go to that
always.
destination
Yeah,
with
right.
that load. Always, absolutely.
It is opposite Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just for all the youngins that aren't sure, we are being like ridiculously sarcastic right now.
Yeah. No. No. I know that I am going forward right now. I could break down at any given minute, and then everything's going to change. So
Yep.
we just
Yep.
never know what's going to happen.
No, that's the fun of trucking, man, or the not so fun of it, however you want to look at it. Because sometimes, once in a great while, you get a change. You're like, yes, I didn't want to fucking go there anyway.
Right?
So you do
Yeah.
get it. There are positives to it, but really and truly, most of the time, I like having all my ducks in a row. And when they tell me I'm going someplace, my mind starts going 1,000 miles an hour about all the things of what's going to happen when I get to that place or where I'm going. I look at it on the computer. I try to get which way I can come in. I mean, there's so many things so many aspects of it. And I'm not saying all truck drivers do this. A lot of guys just go, oh, I know where that's at, and just fucking wing it. And that's fine too, but I can't do that. Like I have a OCD. Like I need to know. I want to know as much information as I can. Because then when you're coming in there with 70, 80 feet, you know what to do with it when there's a problem or something's different. So, or at least you hope you know.
Yeah, and the big problem that I've been having, and it's an everybody thing, is they never tell you what's coming up next. So you really don't know how to plan out what you're doing right now, because you could take a break and you shouldn't. You just never. It's never the same thing twice.
And
And
that happens locally too. Like when I run local, it's it changes on the fly. I'll get a load on, be halfway there, and they'll tell me. I mean, that's only 10 minutes away. Not like Jim, where he's 5 states away. I'm 10 minutes away, and it can change. So that's
right.
it's just the business, man. And again, let alone breakdowns. I'm not even including anything with that. That's the whole
Yeah,
fucking
right.
ball game there.
Well,
That's
just
that's
simple things
crapshoot
that
in there.
a lot of people don't even think about is what it takes just to, just fuel itself can mess me up on a load. If I know what's coming up next and I know it's a customer that loads me right to 80,000 pounds, I'll go rolling in there empty on fuel, or
Yeah,
way light
and
on
that's another.
fuel.
People don't understand that either. We run these scales. You see these scales, and you got the pre-pass through a scale on the road, and there's times fill up his tanks because his tank's up. He can't take the load that he's got. He'll be 2, 3, 4, 1,000 pounds over 80,000, and then he can't drive that load. So there's times he can only pick up a load with a half a tank of fuel.
Right.
There's so many. That's awesome. You like trucking, you like off, man, but do some research, man. Look at some message boards, talk to truckers out there, see if you really, seeing the country and all that, that's a great benefit of the trucking, and I love it. But ask Jim, you're seeing the country from a fucking seat. You're not seeing it with your family and going to walk through all the trails and by like, oh, this is cool. This is the Vegas Strip. I've always wanted to come here and drive right through it. Like, you don't fucking stop and hang out, or whatever. Like I got to see that. I get to see the arch. I got to see a lot of things from the fucking seat of a truck, so which is cool. Some of it really cool. I mean, the oceans of California and shit. Like, yeah, it's awesome to be sitting in the seat, driving down the road, seeing that. But there's some places I wanted to stop, man. I still got on my list that I want to stop. Someday.
I would
so
love to be able to stop in a lot of places. You just can't do it. The time schedules are just too tight.
And that goes along with dinner and everything else, right?
I'll never be able to stop anywhere ever.
No. Yeah. There's definitely a lot more freedom on Flatbed. A lot more freedom too at Jim. Jim's an owner operator, so he owns his truck, or he will be really really owning it soon. But yeah, you're owner operator. You have a little bit more. You have a little more play of what you do. But when I say a little more, it's a little more. It all depends on what company. Jim's got a really good company, thank God.
Right.
But yeah, you get some of these companies, it's a little ridiculous. So, Yeah, hopefully he keeps going with his company and they keep treating him well, and he keeps rolling down the road until he gets that big old RV.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
That's it,
Yep.
right?
Maybe I'll just take the truck, put a big old semi truck trailer RV behind me, like I see some of those YouTube guys doing, and
You see him doing it too, yeah,
yeah, man, that would be
absolutely, man.
something else. I don't know.
And you can drop
Just,
your trailer and run a couple loads, make a couple extra bucks, man.
there we go.
You need
There
it.
we go. Power only.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you can pick what you want, the big money loads.
Yeah, we call Landstar on that one. Hook me up.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, how you doing,
All right,
man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I got to hop out and close this gate for this guy. So I got to take my ears off to do that, because if I don't, then it'll disconnect when I get back there, and then I'll go through the trouble I had trying to get it connected this morning.
Right.
So I'm just going to pop my ears off for a minute. You guys hang out with Trucker Zeus. He's live streamed more, so he's used to it.
Maybe
I
might have done it.
Though. You can't see the chat though yet. He can't see the chat, so just let him be in your ear for a couple minutes. I'm just going to run to the back, clean my sill, and close this gate. So I'll be right back, guys. Sit tight.
There you go.
Talk to the Jimster, the Jimski. There he is.
Jimski. Oh, who started that Jimski thing?
That was Yankee. All right.
Was it? All right. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Hi guys. Yeah, I can't see my chat screen. It's closed. But how's everybody doing? And Mr. Yankee that started the chat off so greatly. Nice to see everybody. Yeah, I'm over here. Yeah, Dayton, Ohio right now. Keep on heading on eastbound. Get as far up into Illinois as I can. Maybe we'll get lucky today and hit the Wisconsin state line, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's get this moving. And I apologize, if my audio is a little bit low. I'm on my headset. I have no way I can adjust it, so I do apologize for that. How cool! I get a text message this morning from Mr. Joey Whispers to come on and say hello to everybody over on his stream. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. A little weird without any music in the background too. Oh, come on, yellow light. Really? Brakes. Oh. That was a quick yellow light.
Crazy Lucky Cat said you sound fine too there, Jim.
Oh, good, dude. Okay, perfect. That was a quick yellow light.
Yeah. They got them in Pennsylvania too. They go really quick.
Whew.
All right, I'm gonna hop off here again, call the boss here, see where I'm heading next. So I'll be back. Uno momento. You still be able to probably.
You got it. You got it. All right, there we go. Yeah, that was. Thank gosh I was able to stop. And here, I'll even help out to everybody. Since Joey wasn't in here, that car was definitely in the asshole zone. Oh boy. I got you. They need to make these headsets with some kind of up and down volumes for everybody so we can adjust stuff if we need to. Oh, wait, I know. Stream Deck. That's how that works. You got to invest in one of those.
All right, I'll come back, I guess.
All right, there we are.
All right, I am back. I'm just waiting for him to give me a call back here. So I will sit here and watch Jim drive for a couple minutes.
Yeah. You remember how to do this? Oh, yeah. You
No.
were in Black Beauty just the other day, weren't you?
I was shifting my. We got a super chat from Mr. Wana. Hi everyone, Mama Hen in the house. Yeah, double trouble day. There it is. Hope both of you guys have safe travels. Love you guys and watch For morons. Miss Tawana, there she is. I don't know. Can you hear this, Jim?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, you! I heard you lost Oinker.
I did. Misha de-throated Oinker. I'm
back. De-throated Oinker. Of course you did.
Back. Well, I'm back to squeezing my bone now.
Back to squeezing my bone. I kind of like that better. I'm sure they're gonna like that better too. To be honest with you.
Yeah, she's kind of infatuated with those pigs. I said it from the beginning. I had one on the desk at home, and I had the one in the truck. Within, I don't know, maybe a couple streams, she stole the one at home, murdered it.
I remember you saying that. She likes the pigs. No, it's not living anymore.
It's not living. and then she got the one in the truck the other day, and yeah, she put a big old hole in it. Actually, I heard it oink yesterday when she sat on it. And I'm hoping it was the pig that oinked and it wasn't her.
Oh yeah, well that would be good.
Something made some noise
inside, or maybe inside her belly did a little oink. Hopefully not. Jesus.
Right? Yeah, it's all good. I'm not gonna get another one of those. They don't last long around her. So
no,
I'm just gonna keep the bone here.
Keep the bone. That's it. I kind of like that better. I think you might make more money squeezing your bone than you might.
That's what she said.
That's just me. That's what she said. Jelly Crazy Clucker Kelly, good morning from us. Good morning, Miss Kelly. And little Miss Rai. I don't know, Jim, if you know Kelly's daughter's named Rai, little pumpkin. That's her sweet daughter that's always watching with her.
I do not. Not that I'm aware of.
She's a sweetheart. Thank you, Miss Kelly. We love you, honey. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly. And Miss Tawana, good morning to you as well.
That's right. Mama Hen. We got 115 in the truck with us right now, Jim.
Well, great. I have 3.
You have 3?
Yeah, I have 3. They're the 4-legged ones back there.
4-legged ones, yeah. You got 3. You got 3 in there, but you got a lot of legs rolling around.
I do.
Aussie Tiger, thank you so much. Much love from Aussie Tiger on the super chat. That's awesome.
Well, good morning, Aussie Tiger.
We got shade. We got 2 shade 2. Jim's got some beautiful clear skies ahead. It looks that way. I agree. I agree. A little cloudy right now where I'm at.
She was. How was it? Was it humid for you yesterday? Because I'll tell you what.
Dude,
oh my gosh. Yeah, I pulled my tarps off at was it 5:30, 6 o'clock yesterday morning, and went over and got this load put on, and it was so hot. How hot was it? It was so hot.
Super hot, man. Yeah. It was so hot I couldn't squeeze my bone. It didn't make any noise. That was
right.
That's
yeah,
hot.
When the bone slips out of your hand, you got a problem. So yeah, I sweat my eyes. It took a long time just to secure this stuff because I couldn't see anything. It was just burning.
Yeah, and that's the same thing that happened to me the last 3 days, man. I mean, I talk about it. I'll get out. I'll do what I need to do. Load it up. Oh, hold on. Hold please. That's the boss calling.
Hold please.
Hold please.
I love that.
James,
please.
Good morning. I am sitting over. Just dumped the second load for Jack. And he's got the 2 loads there. So what would you like me to do now, sir? Okay. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Goodbye. All right. We got our marching orders. A couple loads of topsoil to down to Tuckerton.
Oh, there you go. I know where that is.
Yeah. You know where that's at. You've been through there.
I do. I've been through there. Yeah. I got to enjoy the area.
You did. You were rolling around in Lucille.
I did. I spent the majority of July over there in Jersey. I don't know if you know that or not.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, man. Next time I'm over there, I'll hit you up. Maybe we'll take a boat or something.
I was gonna say, did you at least get a boat ride out of somebody over here? Jesus.
Yeah. I always wanted to get out there on the ocean. Sometime I'll have to try that. Kind of fun. That was an absolute blast. I actually went back and watched that. It's still on my GoPros, and what a fun time.
That was a great time. If anybody ever wants to see that, I have a short live, about a 5-minute live from the boat. You scroll through my lives. There's no hood. There's a boat. So when you see that, you can go to Jim's YouTube, which Miss Heather B is going to pop your links up in the stream here, so people can follow you along as well, if they want to. But Jim actually has a good couple hours of that boat stream on his, which I had like 2 producers on the fucking boat with him and Yankee, so they were doing all kinds of different views, and it really was pretty cool. One, it was pretty cool just to get out with those guys out on the water for a little while in my boat. We had a great time. And then the video, the live stream that we put out, and when you watch it back, I think it came out pretty good. It was fun to do with them, and we'll definitely try to do that again. Hopefully Jim will break down on the East Coast closer next time when he breaks down.
I could break this thing down anywhere at any given time.
Tomorrow.
I can promise you that.
Anyway, Jim came over to spend a couple of days with Yankee. Yankee was nice enough to have him park at his house, which is pretty amazing when you think about what Jim's driving and Yankee's house. So, but anyway, he stayed there for a couple of days and had such a good time. He's like, no, I'm staying the whole week. So I ended up staying the whole week with Yankee, and the beautiful Miss DA1, Susie, and Yankee were fantastic hosts. I'm sure Jim could say a little bit about that, right, Jim?
Oh my gosh, I have spent a lot of time staying with friends and family and stuff like that, but that was something that I'm never ever gonna forget. Most kind-hearted people that I've ever had the opportunity to stay with, and then it was so great the first time. They brought me back a second time only because they didn't want my dogs left in the heat.
Yeah,
but that's a whole different story.
They brought you back. They did brought you back. They had to actually go get you 4 hours away, and then 4 hours back, and then 8 days later bring you 4 hours away to get your truck to pick it up, and then 4 hours back. So I mean, that's a lot of love right there from a friend that they just met. Basically, what, 4 months ago, 5 months ago,
right?
6 months ago?
202 miles one way, guys. They did
one way 4 times. You think about it, up and back, up and back. So that's pretty incredible. Yankee's a good dude, and so is his beautiful wife, Miss Susie. They are top notch, man. Top notch. They wouldn't be such a major part of what I have going on, which is what we have going on, if they weren't as good as people as they are. So we love them.
They're not friends. They're straight up family. Period. I love them to death. They're great people.
Pretty cool to see what the cloud formation is where you are compared to where I am, huh?
Well, you can just keep that.
Little
you
different.
Can just
keep that shit to myself.
That was yesterday's weather. You can have her. It's all yours, bro.
Yeah, you sent it this way, so this is what I got today. They're talking about showers on and off most of the day today, so I guess it's coming. We got a couple loads of topsoil to run. Hopefully, we get that off before it turns into black pudding.
There you go.
Because the topsoil goes south pretty quick once it gets wet. So,
all right, I got to exit off of here. I got to get on to 75, so I'm going to pay some attention here real quick. Start heading up north.
Up north. Jim's from Wisconsin, so he talks a little funny. For most of you guys who listen, if you haven't heard Jim before, he's from Wisconsin, so he talks funny. He says a lot of things really weird, but that's because he's Polak too. So there's a difference, when you're Wisconsin Polak, anything's on the table.
No, the Polak itself is a barrier, but then you put the language thing in there, and it just gets a little sideways.
I said something. I was talking about you a couple days ago, and I said about it being a Polak or something, and it was derogatory, obviously. But you know me, I was messing around with you, and some lady jumped in the chat. Hey, I'm a Polish lady. You be careful. I'm like, oh shit, now I'm pissing off the masses here.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get the Polish ladies
Polacks
upset.
Sit together,
that would not be good. as dude.
Oh
man, we
shit,
stick together. Yeah, that's never bothered me. I've got Polak jokes my whole entire life. How many Polaks for the light bulb thing?
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
My feelings. It's all good fun.
It's all in good fun, man. Yeah, exactly. Like that's a lot of times you'll hear me and Jim or Yankee all busting each other's chops. I mean, again, it's all kind of rite of passage, man. If somebody's doing that and they're like us, that basically just means they like you. You know, that's usually what it means. If you don't hear us talking to you at all, that means you probably think
Something's
you're a dick.
wrong.
So that's just probably what, how
That's
that works.
just saying it the way it is.
Yeah, man, straight up. I mean, it's, being fair. I don't like to schmooze anybody. I like to pretty much say what I think. So.
Right? You can sugarcoat a pile of dog poo. It's still dog poo. It ain't gonna matter.
That's right. Sure stinks. Absolutely. All right. I'm going to, I got to run up to the shop and get the loader. So you guys got all Jim to yourself for a couple minutes here and pull my ears off here so I can take my phone with me, but I can still, you guys can still continue on with the stream. All right. So
it'll be a little quiet here. I'm in traffic coming up through Dayton. So, but we'll chit chat a little bit here.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to, Jim's not like me. He's not a motor mouth. He likes to sit back and just drive and think, where I like to sit back, drive, think, and speak pretty much the whole time what my brain is saying to me. So, so we got a little different styles. So Jim likes to drive, man. He likes to drive, and he'll get on some good rants, and he'll get on some good stories and stuff like that too. But different styles, man. Just totally different styles. But he's a lot better looking than me, so he can pull that off. I gotta talk my way through everything here. So I'm gonna give you guys a little quick spin for me. What's up, everybody? I am your friendly neighborhood homeless truck driver. It's good to see you. Watch this guy for a couple minutes. Actually, it's the other way, right? Yeah, it's the other way. When I was doing last time I kept going like this, and you're not there. So actually, it's probably that way. Watch this guy for a little bit, and I'll be back. All right. All right. All right, Jim. It's all you. I'm leaving them in your hands, sir.
I don't know what was going on there, but that sounded kind of fun.
I'll be right back. Sit tight, guys. Listen to big old Jim. 7-7, big old Jim.
My stream, but hey, we all have our own thing, and I guess it's more or less when I'm driving in traffic, and I need to really sit back and concentrate on what's going on, because 80,000 pounds of big truck heading up the road, and it's still different than me listening to the radio myself. But when I start talking and make myself a little distracted, I don't need that. So I kind of just sit back a little bit more. I'm more on the big road here every single day, dealing with jack wagons. Yeah, I got 5 miles to go up here. We're going to be heading east on 70 towards Indy. Well, how's everybody doing today? If you're not familiar with who I am the other guy. I'm sure I've been spoken about once or twice, but yeah, this is Trucker Zeus. We're driving this big yellow truck up and down the road here, trying to make $1 and survive. But hello, the WWC Waka Waka clan. It's very nice to see you over here again on the Mr. Whisper side. I could start naming off the names, but y'all know who you are, and it's a great opportunity and awesome for Mr. Whispers to bring me over here so you can see the hood of the yellow truck in a different atmosphere. But yeah, I am going to kick back here a little bit and just watch this traffic. So y'all just sit back and enjoy the view from Dayton, Ohio. There we are. A little tight right here. See, I've been doing this truck driving thing now this is my 25, coming up on my 26th year of running on the road, and I've seen a lot of things out here. It's been a really, really, really good experience. I would definitely recommend anybody that's thinking about getting into the trucking industry, do your research. It's not the way it was back when I started, so can I really tell anybody what to look forward to now? It's definitely a different environment out here. Sure is fun though, running up and down the this great country of ours. Stay in your lane, bro. There you go. But all the technology that we have out here now, these trucks pretty much can run themselves up and down the uh, forward-facing radars, rear-view cameras. I mean, geez, they have cameras now that are actually, you don't even have to have the side mirrors on your semis anymore. They have cameras that are mounted on the inside of trucks. You can see them in some certain companies have them. It's actually a screen, a TV screen that's mounted to the A-pillars on your trucks. You don't even have to have external mirrors anymore. The technology is pretty. It's actually kind of a cool. All right, guys, I'm going to pay attention here for the next couple miles. I got to turn. I'll get back to that whole mirror thing here in 1 second and explain the pros and cons of those things. There's a company out there called it's Maverick. They have them in all of their trucks. They're called Mirror Eyes, and the great thing about them is you get multiple views of all of your blind spots. When you're looking out your side of your truck, there's a big, massive blind spot on each side. And those cameras they have on them, they still have their external mirrors on their trucks for now, but those blind spots are completely alleviated through those cameras. And another great thing about them is in the wintertime, when you start driving, they will not frost up where you can't see anything. Another one of the pros to those things. But a con could definitely be they are electronic. And we all know how electronics never, ever, ever have issues with electronics. They're always working all the time. So that is one of the downfalls to them. If something goes wrong and you don't have your external mirrors, you're not going to have any backup. So I think that would be cool just for I don't know, maybe just something just to have. Maybe stream from something like that would be kind of neat too. All right, I gotta make my exit, folks. All right, here we are, westbound and down. A lot of the countries other than the U.S. have been implementing those things for a while, and I've seen the vehicles out there that don't have them at all. Looks a little goofy, the truck without the mirrors, but hey. I apologize for my sniffling, folks. It's allergies again are bugging me. Shout out and a hello to the Blue Crew. Heather B, Mr. Yankee Free, Dana, Miss Kells, Zilly, good morning, and all the rest of the Blue Crew over here. Good morning to y'all. I will be cruising on through too. I heard a little wiggle wiggle there. So yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Not sure where we're gonna go with this load, if I'm gonna be delivering it or not. Probably drop it in the yard. I know I'm definitely gonna go home. It'd be really cool if I could just drop this in the yard and grab something else and start heading east again over the holiday instead of sitting around for 3.5 days doing nothing. We'll be back up there tomorrow morning, probably around this time. Get parked, go home, fire up the barbecue, see if they don't send me back out. I think maybe this weekend would be a good day for some pulled pork. That'd be kind of delicious. Pulled pork sandwiches next week. Maybe throw another chicken on. Barbecued chicken, smoked chicken sandwiches next week. Good stuff. Which reminds me, Mr. Living Yankee Free. Tell you what, man, that smoker you got over at your house, I gotta get one. Uh, can't get a bark like you do on those Oklahoma Joes. They are absolutely friggin' awesome. Thinking pulled pork sandwiches next week is going to be the ticket. Unfortunately, my pellet smoker died. We're going definitely going to get ourselves something that is way more conducive to making smoke. Nice big old black bark. Oh my gosh, mouth's water just thinking about it.
Cheese and mac. Good stuff, huh? Cheese and mac, yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. I agree. Hell yeah. All right. All right, I got to load of topsoil on, and I'm gonna head down to Tuckerton. Hopefully, I get 2 loads off here before it rains.
Are you working a full day today then, or are you is today gonna be a half day for you?
I'm hoping it's a half day. I have a feeling it's going to be a full day though.
Oh.
We just got too much shit we're trying to button up here before the holiday, so.
Oh. Or a half day's of work and a full day because it's a holiday weekend.
Yeah, that's more or less what it ends up being. Sometimes we have it where everything's kind of winding down and we can button everything up and get out of here a little early. But the thing is the traffic. Once the traffic really starts hammering here, there's no sense of me being out on the road. It's going to take 4 or 5 times longer to get to where I have to go. It's not you don't make money that way, So.
Right, yeah.
And then there's times where you have to take care of customers that are really good customers and they're in a jam and you're like, all right, well, your emergency is all of a sudden now my emergency and, take it from there. So then you're running to the island 6 times on a Friday and on a holiday weekend when you didn't want to go over there at all. But again, that's kind of what it is. That's why I'm really not in business for myself, because I would probably end up telling people to go fuck off half the time on cases like that. Call me at 3:00 on a Friday on a holiday weekend and be like, yeah, I need 3 loads here, man. Really, it's a rush. It's like, dude, what were you thinking before that? But again, like there's certain customers you do that for, and there's other customers you don't. And it just sucks when the ones that you do call, and it's like, you bastard. Now I know I'm screwed the rest of Fridays.
Right. The lack of my old man always said to me, the lack of planning on your part doesn't constitute an emergency on mine.
That's right.
So
That's right.
Remember that.
That's true. Yep. Old man was a smart man.
I ran into that yesterday with not going into details of the customer, but we didn't exactly see eye to eye on a few things, and I told them to take the stuff right off my deck. And when they realized I wasn't going to play their game, then the attitudes changed, and we got along quite well. Sometimes you got to put one foot forward and say, "You're not going to walk all over me."
Yeah, and that's just it. Being owner operator, you have a little bit more leeway to do shit like that. There wasn't too many times I say, I'm not taking that. I mean, if it was an unsafe thing, that's one thing. Like, with and what Jim was talking about would have been with not having enough load securement to secure the load. That's very important.
Yeah.
But when you run a flatbed, there's a lot of things. There's loads. I'm sure Jim, he runs a lot of the same stuff, but there's also these just crazy, weird loads that you just don't ever get. I mean, or don't usually run, and then you have to get creative and trying to keep it on your trailer. I don't know if Jim, if you were in the one night from the garage when I was showing a lot of the loads I had with TMC.
No,
and I went through like 10 or 15, the suicide coils and the other smaller wire coils and all the lumber loads. And, I had like a bunch of pictures of loads, rebar loads and all that kind of stuff. And, there's the one load I had from John Deere. It was a 53, and they had it at John Deere in Iowa, right outside Des Moines, and it had to go to Minnesota. So I've never been there. Like, they're like, yeah, just bring this trailer over, drop that trailer. Trailer's already loaded for you, ready to go. So I'm like, all right, I got there like 11:30 at night. That's the only bad part. But so I pull in, I drop my trailer. I find the trailer I have to pick up, and I'm just looking at it. And it was everything you can imagine for a harvester thrown on my trailer in boxes and crates and just out there, like nothing was secured yet. I went through every strap, every chain I had in the truck. Then I started going around to other trucks and asking to borrow shit. Well, 1 a.m, sitting in the John Deere lot, there's 10 other TMC's truck. Not one answered their door while I was knocking on the door trying to get more securement. So, I ended up making do with what I had to change some stuff up. I wasn't happy with it, but that's the whole thing with trucking. They just send you, all right, here's a load, especially a company driver. Here's a load, go get the load. They don't give a shit how it gets secured on the deck. They just want to get it from that place to that place. So it's a, and especially if you were new and you pull up to something like that, you're like, how do I even keep all this stuff on the trailer? You know?
Right.
And like Jim was saying, you know, the standard sheetrock loads or the standard lumber loads, you know exactly what you need. You've done it a million times. And one of the loads were three like I don't know, 12, 13-foot jet boats, maybe 11, 12-foot jet boats, but there were three of them on trailers on the trailer. I pulled up, I'm like, how the fuck? They're on trailers on my trailer.
Right.
When he had some of them, it's like, and you walk around it 2 or 3 times, and then it's kind of like, I did all I can do. I hope for the best here. So,
right. I have done that
a little
too.
conscientious like Jim is too, you know.
Yeah,
sure,
I bought. I
actually works on you a little bit.
I bought axle straps.
Did you really?
We haul a lot of stuff out of Indiana, and if you're in the industry, Indiana's the trailer capital of the world, and we haul a lot of trailers up north, and they have us. I mean, all we carry is chains, so we're chaining those things down, and I got tired of doing it. I bought axle straps, and actually bought a set of those tire securement. Let's say webbing that goes over the tires, and it
fucking work great.
Yep, and they're like, "Whoa, where'd you guys get that?" I'm like, the company can buy it, but they just, majority of our freight is chains and straps. They just don't have that.
I was gonna say, and it's cheaper just to get for them to get a big wheel of chain and just knock off pieces of chain instead of buying all the specialized axle straps and tire straps. But I mean, it's night and day when you're talking about keeping the shit on the trailer, the ease for the driver to do it, all of that. That just makes so much of a better difference. Having the right tool for the right job, right? I mean, there's plenty of times you can use a hammer for a screw and get that fucking screw in, but you're probably better off using a screwdriver. Just works better that way. So
we're talking about securement too. We're not just talking about securing for weight or securing for the length of a product. We're also talking about securing from damage, and that's a big one. Like those pipes that I brought down to Stanton the other week. That piping, it was $750,000 on my deck.
Yeah.
And, all stainless steel and 26 straps to secure that load. And you got to pull one way.
Who rolls around with 26 straps?
Right. Well, fortunately, I knew what I was getting myself into, so I was at home and I grabbed a whole bunch. I got a whole other case of straps. And
but if you were coming from the opposite direction, you would have never.
No,
you'd have been done.
I'd have been done. I would have had to refuse the load. Did TMC have winches on both sides of their trailer, or just one?
One.
Well, see, we have winches on both sides. Otherwise, I couldn't even have done that load. There would have been no way.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh well, no, there were some trailers with one and some trailers on both sides. Yeah.
Both sides. Yes.
The Benson, I forget now which ones. The Fontaines, I think, were on one side. No, I can't remember now. It's been a long time, Jim. I can't remember.
Yeah, well, it's been a couple of years. They have new securements on those trailers now where you can actually put your hook into it's a sliding shackle kind of a deal, and the hook goes right into it instead of having to reach underneath. And we don't have any of those, but we have 14. I think we have 14 binders on each side. So if I'm using hook straps, I can throw a lot. You can basically tarp your load with straps.
Well, with straps, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a lot of securement.
Securement's very important, man.
I find that stuff challenging and fun when I get
me
that
too,
load. It's like, all right, now I got to start thinking. Okay, let's start doing some math here. How many straps do I need today? Oh boy.
All right, I gotta jump out. I'll be right back, Jim.
It's fun. Love having a conversation with Mr. Whispers. We can get on the phone and I'll call him with one single question, and next thing I know, we'll be on the phone for an hour and a half, just BSing about our lives behind the wheel. This is, like I said, this is my 25th year. I actually started off truck driving back in late '99, early 2000. Actually, it was early '99, late '99, early 2000. It was around that area, and I started in the logging industry, driving log truck through the woods, and that was very interesting.
Yep, I am back. I've been
That
been
was fast.
before. I just had to see if the owner knew where the contractor wanted to load of dirt. Oh, I got a little guy here. I got a little guy sitting on the porch next door, wants to see the Peterbilt do his thing.
There we go.
I love it, man. Little kid. He's probably, I don't know, he's probably 2 or 3 years old, and he's got a big, huge smile because there's a truck out in front of his house. I love it.
Yeah, see, that stuff makes me happy. Future truck driver of the world.
Hi, buddy. Good morning. He's waving.
Awesome.
I got my window down. You see me now. All right, get this loaded here. Jim's going forward. I'm going backwards. That's got to mess up your view
Yeah.
for the people in the chat for sure.
This guy's missing a window in his van. I guess that's air conditioning.
All right, we'll start here with this one. I'll put another one right back to back here, hopefully.
I need 2 loads of that myself, if you wouldn't mind, sir.
You got it, buddy. You got it. I'll start. I'll get these 2 off, and I'll start heading your way. I'll see you on Wednesday next week.
$700 for 1 dump truck load of dirt, topsoil.
Say that again.
$700 with trucking
For a load of topsoil.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I think we're getting about 500. So that's about right. It'll cost me about $200 of fuel to get there, only, right?
Yeah, right.
180,000. That's only going to cost me. It's only going to cost me about $200 in fuel. Probably $2,000 in fuel.
Yeah, I made a huge mistake. The guy I bought it from, it's really, really, really rich black dirt, and he makes it himself. He's a farmer out there, and I didn't realize just exactly how much fertilizer was in that stuff. And I could cut my grass 3 times a week.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Especially if they like triple shred or triple. What the hell was it called? The guy I used to pick it up from a farm in Pennsylvania, and he used to call it triple something, and it was like, holy shit, the nicest stuff. I grew tomato plants. I've never had tomato plants grow almost twice as tall as me, and this stuff was like top-notch stuff, man. I'm like, yeah, I don't want any more of that, man. That was too much. That was too good. He's like, how can topsoil be too good? What is this lady doing here, man? All right, she's running out there. I'll be back for 1 more, all right? Is that good?
That is so
yeah.
cool.
All right, little guy. I got 1 more to come, okay? All right.
You're good, Yanker Taker. Come on over. Denmark.
Yanker. All right, go back and get another one. See, I got 2 loads off, and Jim is still messing with that one.
I'm not an overachiever, man. I'm sorry. I got to work a little bit harder. I think it's, the same thing with the beard, too. You just beat me on everything. I don't know what to do.
That shit's getting long, man. Your beard is getting long, Jim. You're going to have to get a straightener. You're going to have to get a straightener soon.
I know. I'm going to have to talk to Crazy Dude and see how to manage this thing.
Oh, don't wait on the oil and stuff like Crazy Dud says. That stuff works, man.
I don't even know what it is.
You don't even know what it is. They have like, beard care where there's oil that you put in. It helps keep your skin moisturized and the beard moisturized. And they have like butter. It's called beard butter. And yeah, it definitely makes the beard healthier without a doubt. There's no doubt. I mean, and two, like my beard is super soft where you would think this gray thing that looks like Brillo that's hanging off my face right now, it looks like it would be really coarse and rough, and it's not. It's soft as hell, and that's all because of that. I would have never let it grow this long if I wasn't doing that, because the itch and everything with the oil, no itch, none, zero. Like I don't even know this is on my face half the time. You know what? I know when it's windy and I feel like someone's yanking on my chin. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's the wind blowing. You'll see soon. Your chin is gonna feel a little funny, Jim, in the wind. You'll see.
I have noticed it a couple of times, and it's just
It's just a weird feeling, like someone's
it's new. Yeah.
tickling your chin or something.
Yeah, I like it. I made the mistake of shaving my sideburns off, and that I shouldn't have done that. I should have left it alone. Just let it keep going.
Like some mutton chops. You get some mutton chops going.
No,
sideburns all the way down to your chin, all the way down your chin.
They just look. My cheeks look terrible. I just took it off because it's so patchy. And yeah, crazy dude says, "Oh, you should have left it going," but I was like, "God, it just looked terrible." No, you got to let it go. And I shaved it off. And now
it's tough. It's tough to get past that point because you look at yourself and you're like, "Oof, it's a little rough." And now I'm just used to looking at myself being rough. I'm like, whatever. That's what it looks like. I'm happy with the way mine grew in, at least that it grew in full. I never thought it would. I never grew it out, so I really had no idea. But you see some guys, they got a pretty long beard, but it's patchy or it's very thin, and to me it just doesn't look good in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long I go with this after Christmas. I don't know. I'm kind of getting used to it, seeing it on my face. I don't know. I see pictures now with me just with the goatee, and I'm like, that looks weird.
Right.
So that's like when Wheelburner did that fundraiser and shaved his beard. And I saw him the next day. I'm like, damn it, that's a big change, man.
Right.
Looks like you lost half your face. Your face fell off for crying out loud.
And 15 years.
No shit. Was it really?
No, that's what it looked like. He definitely looked a little bit younger.
Yeah.
You're talking about soft. Mine is not. I mean, sometimes I'm thinking if I don't have like Comet and a Brillo pad at home, I'm just gonna rub my chin on my oven next time.
Chin. You know what else I found to be a big thing too, which they have special beard shampoo, they have special beard conditioner and all that. Which they say the hair on your beard is not the same as your face, and there's certain things that you should use for that and all that. But and I get all that, and that's probably true. But I've had like a big luck with just regular conditioner, like just regular hair conditioner. Just use a very little bit, and I really don't use conditioner when I'm washing my hair. I usually just use shampoo. I mean, my hair is very, very short, buzzed basically all the time, so I don't really need much. I never really use conditioner in my hair, but I started using a little dab of Mrs. Whisper's conditioner, and I put it in my beard, and holy shit, Jim, that's what keeps it soft. That helps with the itch too. And yeah, that's what's happened with me. Like I said, I would have never let it go this long. It would have got, I used to have a little scruff here and it would just get itchy. It would drive me nuts. But yeah, man, a little bit of hair conditioner and then that oil, man.
Mine all definitely does itch. This Joey guy texted me once, and I remember seeing, "Stop playing with your beard."
Well, you were talking the day before that it can be a little curly, and I'm watching you on the live, and you're talking to everybody, and you're twisting it. I'm like, no wonder it's fucking curly. You're training it that way.
Yeah.
That's why I said stop touching your beard, and it'll stay straight.
This thing's got a mind of its own. I wake up every morning and it goes to one side of my face. I don't know. It's like a directional. It tells me which way I should be going. It's always, my beard is always pointing to the right. I gotta fix.
It just looks like you're really going fast. That's all.
It does. Yeah. Definitely does.
You never know what you're going to get on the Joey Whisper and Trucker Zeus live stream, and you might even get a little fear education.
We could start talking about rhinoceroses too, but that's usually on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's definitely more of a nighttime sun go down conversation.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right.
On that crazy guy Yankee stream.
Yeah, fun stuff. Very fun stuff.
Absolutely. Jim, I got 9:23 a.m. What time you got? Oh, that's right. You're in Ohio. Okay, that's right.
Yeah. I'm still on this side. I'm still on.
I never understood how Ohio is Eastern. I just doesn't seem right. No, you really. Yes, it does. Absolutely, man. You look at your watch, it's one time. You look at your watch another time. You look at it, it's back to that other time. It's like, what the fuck?
Everything's changing. Is that 10? Is
Yep.
that 24? One of those highways down there. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They all run together, man.
Shut that off. Squawk.
The numbers and the highway.
Oh, I had an interesting one this morning.
What'd you get?
So, I'm parked in the rest area, and I just went outside, got the dogs potty, getting ready to go. Okay, they didn't hear that. Perfect.
Thank God.
Thank God is right. Oh no, Thor did hear it. And a state patrol comes driving around my truck, and he parks alongside of me.
Oh,
okay,
here we go.
This is weird. All right. Well, I noticed when I go, you know the way it is when there's lack of parking, you pull into a rest area, and the couple trucks just kind of park behind everybody.
Yeah.
Well, there was 2 trucks that did that last night. Well, everybody had left the parking lot except for me, and they had the whole entire lot parked. Those 2 trucks blocked all the parking spots. So the state patrol came in there, and he just went over to their doors and says, "Hey, you guys need to move. You're blocking off the whole entire parking lot," which that was fine. So they moved, and I fired off my clock and got ready to leave, and saw there he was walking by every single truck. And
don't dump there, Steve. Don't dump there. Don't dump. Hold on a minute. See, Jim, I'm sorry. This guy's dumping in a place he shouldn't be, and the old man's gonna fucking lose his mind. Let me hop out and talk. I'll be right back. Hey, Jim, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'll be right back.
You're fine.
What's up, buddy? Gets back. Old man's gonna lose his mind. That's our gravy.
Boy, that's all you need is dirt mixed up with something that shouldn't be, huh? I did that once. I dropped a full load of 2-inch minus accidentally in a pile of 3/4 inch minus, and that was not good. I got a butt chew. Not a good mistake. Well, that actually the same customer too. I had came back with. God, there was 2 different kinds of dirt that we were dropping. It was gravel or dirt or whatever it was. I can't remember. But basically, the only difference in it was the color, and it was a more of a red color than the regular dirt. And I didn't realize that there was a difference in it. And that was another one I got really, really big trouble for dumping that pile. Can't you see the difference? I'm like, I didn't jump up in my box and look to see what was in there. So I did end dumping and dump trucking quite a bit back many years ago. All right, here we go. Say goodbye to Ohio. There we are. Come back soon. Later, Patrick. But yeah, these from what I found out was they had that stuff separated out for different customers, and I basically brought in a load of dirt and it ended up being junk.
Yeah, I knew the old man was going to lose his mind, and he just did almost a little bit, but we fixed it.
I'm just saying, I was just explaining. I did that. I dumped a load of 2-inch minus in a 3/4 minus pile once.
Oh, that'll piss him off.
Yeah, and then I did the same thing. It was some kind of a class 5. I don't know what you guys call it over there, like a sifted pit run, really. And I accidentally dropped. It was just a color difference, but they had it separated out for something, and I dumped a load of whatever it was in the wrong color pile too. And yeah,
I've done it, man. I've done it. I put dark red river bottom stone right into a pile of bright white stone. Wow. And you could try your best to get that out of there, man, but yeah, that pisses off a lot of people.
Yeah, I can't. I didn't. So I was like, well, big deal, just move. And they're like, how do you expect us to move it? I'm like, oh, well, I was young, I didn't know. Didn't you look inside the box? I'm like, no, they put it in. I brought it to you, and I dumped it. And I went to where I thought they told me to go, but I just misunderstood.
Yep.
The mistakes of being new at something and not getting all the information and just assuming you're right. And
well, that's just too. It's not even being new. I mean, it's just making mistakes too sometimes, and especially too with doing dump truck like this. I'll have 4 different kinds of aggregate being loaded at me at the same time, or not the same time, but one after the other. So it's like, yeah. And then if the boss happens to say, yeah, that job needs 4 loads, and then I'll bring 3, and they're like, all right, we're done. I'll go back to the yard, and all of a sudden I'll totally 4 loads. I only brought 3. He said 4. He said 4. He said 4. And things change in this so much that, you got to pay attention, man. He did it yesterday. He's like, go back to the shop, get a load of dirt. I knew the place needed another load of dirt. I just didn't know if he was going to be totally ready for it. I got back to the shop. I just got a load of dirt and brought it out there. He's like, I wanted you to call me. I'm like, look at this place. You need a load of dirt. I'm like, I'm here. He's like, all right, it'll work. It'll work out better that you're here now. So it just, again, man, my brain, and it's funny too, because he forgets stuff too. We're the same age. So it's getting to the point where you start forgetting shit. It's like, yeah, it's, it frustrates me. I get upset with myself, nobody, and Jim will probably tell you this too. Being a truck driver, if you're really, conscientious and you're good at what you're doing, you get really pissed when you do screw up, whether it's an honest mistake or just you got a little complacent or something like that. I beat myself up. There's nobody's going to yell at me. It's going to do any difference or make it any worse or harder on me than myself.
Sure.
I'm sure Jim's the same way.
Well, just about a month ago, I grabbed a load of copper and was bringing it over to, I think it was going to Wisconsin. And I'm just driving. I'm coming through Indiana, and I get a phone call from dispatch, and he's, where you at? So I'm in. I think I was in. I was almost to Illinois, almost to Portage, and he said, looking at you here on the GPS, and he says, wondering why you're not heading towards Indiana. So what are you talking about? He goes, well, doesn't your load have 4 stops? I'm like, I don't think so. I never looked at the bills. Because in our computer, all it does is show us our final drop. You have to go into another screen and tap stops, and then it'll show you all the stops that are on that load.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So here it was 200 miles out of road. That's my fuel cost. Simple mistake. I just assumed it was a single drop, and I didn't do my due diligence. And next thing I know, now I'm dropping south through through Indiana, getting myself down to. I was down to Indianapolis where I was supposed to go, and I was almost to the 80-90 split.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
that's a little bit out of the way, man. Wow.
Yeah, then I'm heading south. I got there. Called the customer, and I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, but you're not going to get this till tomorrow morning because apparently this Pollock can't do math and he can't read. So.
Well, like I said, we beat ourselves up. At least I do. More than anybody can do, because again, we consider ourselves professionals. We want to be treated. It's a pride thing. It's a pride thing for sure. Yep. No doubt.
Make mistakes. They happen.
Bro Gamer. Bro Gamer. We got Jelly Crazy Clucker. We got Joey Rue. We got Woodrow Pauls. Heather B. Peter Dawes. We got Peter. Miss Kells.
Heather B. Does
Heather
Heather B have her coffee?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she does or not. We got Harry Knuckles. Patty F. What's up, everybody? Christine Schlick. Adrian Sharkall from Bulgaria. All right, got 99 in the truck. What's up, everybody? April Kaufman. Kicking Deer 226. Miss Daniela. Sassy and Smart. Jeremy. Ricky Nelson. They hear me calling their names. Now they're all jumping in. What's up, everybody? Terry Miller. April Kaufman. Amy M. Amy N. Good morning from Amy, Dominic, Dean. Have the boys with me this morning. All right. What's up, Amy's boys? Mr. Dominic, Mr. Dean. We got a good mama. TGI, Terry Miller, TGIF, thank you. Navajo Shine, good morning. Lunar Vixen, that's right, we're doing a little roll call, honey. Good morning. Harry Knuckles with Harry Knuckles, there you go. Kicking Deer from Alabama, good morning, we're doing good. The beautiful Miss Broken Halos lurking in the back.
Oh, good morning, Broken.
Amy M, the kids said they thought that was cool. All right. Dominic and Dean, double D. Not working today, Patty. Patty's got a job now. Congratulations, Pat. Good for you. Guy Share, good morning. Thank you, Harry Knuckles, Curly Fries. Harry Knuckles, Curly Fries. I forgot. Thank you. Jim's like some of these names I was saying it. If they're talking through the Pop, you just dumped that down the side, buddy. If they're talking in the chat, whatever they're saying, but their names, like, it's so funny when Heather B will say hello to people and it'll be like, hey, Harry Knuckles, and I'll just be reading the chat and be like, what the fuck? And I didn't realize that somebody came in named Harry Knuckles, and it's just so funny. And Harry Knuckles one day said, Harry Knuckles and Curly Fries. I'm like, when you read that straight, you don't just say the name or you look at the name and then read the comment. If you read the name and the comment, it's Harry Knuckles Curly Fries. I'm like, holy shit. So the creativity of some of these people's names. I mean, the one guy Dixie that comes into mind, his first name is Dixie and his last name is Normus. Dude, when I read that shit, when they get gifted, I lose my stuff, man. And I got Drew P. Wiener. Drew, like a guy's named Drew, middle name P, last name Wiener. I'm like, Drew P. Wiener. Am I good, Pop?
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
It was on 2. I just put it back on 3.
Gotcha. Okay.
Did you get more or anything?
Just 2 over the topsoil, and then I got to give Jimbo a call.
Okay.
All right. Can you hear him talking, Jim?
Oh, I sure can.
Well, so now, yeah, the noise cancellation I thought was really heavy with this, but if you can hear that, I'm going to try to get a little music on this.
I can hear that. Yeah, I've got a message that said it's a little weird without the music going, so maybe we should get some music going. Try it, see what happens.
Because I know last time when I tried it, it wasn't. I had to have it so loud that I couldn't hear you.
Just stick your finger in your ear and just turn that switch a little bit. Turn the bell tone up. It'll be good. You'll hear me.
That's how you do it.
You think so?
See if I can get
see how it works. Oh, I see. I'm getting messages from the producer. We'll see how it works. If it's goofy.
All right, I got music playing.
Yeah, I can hear it.
You can hear it. All right, it's light. That's all. There's a little something in the background.
Yeah, I recognize the song.
Yeah, it's the first one. It's one of the newer songs. I just kind of put I always start off with that Down in the Dirt, and I got a message from somebody saying, "Hey, I like that first song, and I don't get into a little bit late. Can you put that further back in the list?" And I'm like, "No, I can't really do that. You got to get in earlier." Then I'm like, "You know what? We do have a bunch of. It usually takes a few minutes for a lot of people to come in with the pin cord and everything else. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll put this one first. Kind of like a good come on song or come in song. So we'll do that first, and we'll go to the rest. But yeah, like I said last time, I had it going, but I was having a hard time hearing you. So I want to be able to hear you if I'm going to talk to you.
Right.
So,
well, yeah.
but I like
I've
to have
noticed.
a little bit of music back.
I didn't realize how big that epidemic is. I've been paying more attention to what people are playing in the back of their actual videos, and a lot of the songs that I have and that you have from Epidemic Sound, they're all over the internet. I didn't realize.
Yeah, you hear, yeah. It's funny when I'm going through a short or something. I'm like, I know that song. It's like, oh, I know that song. Yeah. They're because it's people want music with their shit, and it'd be nice to put good music with it, but it is what it is. It's how they do it. So.
When are you gonna yank that boat out of the water? What's your guys' time frames out there? So they start pulling ours here in the next month.
Yeah, I usually wait until Thanksgiving. When I was younger, we used to have a. That's what the men in the family that like to fish used to do. We would go fishing in the morning, and a lot of the women would do all the cooking, and they would get together and at wherever we were going to have dinner for Thanksgiving, which was usually at Mom's house, and they would do all that, and whatever the women would cook at their houses, whatever they were bringing, and then the men would go out fishing, and we would always go striper fishing Thanksgiving morning. It was awesome. I mean, it was cold as shit, but usually had a good time, and it was kind of like a tradition that we did all the time. So, yeah, we don't have the problem of the freezing of the bay. The bay will freeze. I mean, shit, when I first moved down here in 77, 76, 77, I remember cars driving across the bay. Not a lot, but there were always one or two through the winter that would drive right across, man. It would be thick enough. And now, like, you hardly ever see it freeze at all. So salt water, too, freezes at a higher or a lower rate. It has to be lower, colder. I'm trying to spit that out, but yeah. So that's how it works here. So there's a lot of guys with the bigger boats. They'll leave them in all year. They'll put bubblers in just in case they get any kind of surface freeze. But, yeah. You really don't. With the salt water, it's a little bit different, and with it being a little bit warmer than it was 40 years ago. So
we can do that same thing here. The particular marina that I'm at, they won't use bubblers, but there are some that are farther north in Minnesota that do. But boy, we got to pay for it. It's definitely not cheap to leave your boat in all year round.
No, it's cheaper to probably pull the boat out and have them pull it out and put it back in and to do that, right?
Oh yeah. Then at least then the bottom's cleaned off too. And I'm freshwater here, Lake Superior, for anybody that doesn't know. So
now with freshwater, you don't get any. You get growth, or you just get algae, or what do you get?
Yeah, it's algae.
It's algae, okay.
And it cakes on pretty thick. At the end of the year, if I don't use my boat, if I don't bring it out at least once every other week, I can have a good maybe 3/8 of an inch of growth on the bottom of the boat.
No kidding. Yeah, that's a lot too. Yeah.
It does. It'll slow you down, and fuel's expensive, especially when you same as me. You got a gas powered boat too. That stuff's not cheap. They
no,
make it really well.
No, especially if you have a heavy boat like we have. You're running through a lot of fuel. You don't want it to drag you down at all, and it will absolutely. Excuse me, Jim. 1 second. I got to hit this real quick. Your blinker's broke. All right. I don't know if you guys can even hear the song playing, but we're at that part.
Oh. Well, then how about this for everybody over there in the WWC? How about one of these?
There you go. Toot salute from Trucker Zeus.
Yeah,
Did you get a chance to watch any of the Low Boy, Jim?
Watch what?
When I was did you get a chance to watch any of the live stream with the Low Boy when I was in that?
No, I haven't seen any of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was asking what that other pedal was for.
That's it's like a tractor. It's another brake, so you can turn
Another
fast
brake.
to the left. So you can turn fast
Well,
to
it's
the
funny
left.
as
Yeah.
shit. When you say shit like that in the live stream, then you get, for the next 5 minutes, you get nothing but people telling you what that third pedal is for. One guy said it's for to take selfies with your truck. That's the selfie. Another guy, I was like, I think that's how I disconnect my trailer. I just pump that once and the trailer pops off. Yeah, they got a lot of good reasons.
Well, it's a hydraulic lever that when your air stops working in your seat, you can push that and it pumps your seat up.
There you go. Yep, still broke. All right, make my turn here at the post office. Back in, see the little kid here again. And I'll probably have to head out to Long Beach Island with a load of fill to the demo.
LBI.
Yeah, you know where that's at. You had your toes in the water on Long Beach Island down in Barney Light.
Yeah. What's the name of that lighthouse? What do you guys call it?
It's cool to see, right? You and Miss Angie out there.
That was so fun. That was a and then I thought I lost my keys out there. Frantically running around the beach trying to find my keys. I fell out of. Thank gosh they fell out of my pocket in Miss Susie's car.
Yeah, thank gosh is right. All right, what's this? She wants. Hold on 1 second. Lady wants to talk. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, he's pointing over there. This truck doesn't bend in the middle, man. Good luck with that. First of all, you parked right in front of me like that. Screwed me here.
Is the little boy out there again?
Yeah, little boy's on the porch, yep.
Oh gosh, that melts my heart, man. That's just so cool.
Smiling from ear to ear, man.
When I was young, probably just a little bit older than that, my dad was good friends. He's not around anymore. They're was Lakehead Trucking. The company's still there, but the grandpa that started it, he's passed away many years ago, and then his son took it over, and he's passed away now too. But I would stand out on the end of my driveway. We lived on a lake in northern Minnesota, and the road made a big circle around the whole entire island. We were on an island, and whenever they were out there, I would stand at the end of my driveway, and Mr. Kineski would pick me up and bring me around the island, and then drop me back off at my house. Every single time he was out there was super cool.
That's
awesome. Never ever forget, stuff like that. Then there was a guy that was
Jim, I got to jump out 1 second. Keep going.
Go ahead. Then there was a guy that was he had a Piper Cub airplane in a causeway stretch of land that they built between the mainland and the island. It was probably only maybe 60, 70 feet long, but he had this Piper Cub airplane, and I would go out on the end of my dock, and I would stand there and wait, and you could hear him fire up his plane, and he'd take off, and he'd go up in the air, and I'd stand at the end of my dock, and he'd land in the water, and he'd come on over to my house, and he'd pick me up and he'd bring me up, and he'd bring me for a plane ride. Did it 5-6 times every single summer. Just the coolest experiences I've ever had. That stuff was so fun. Just kind-hearted people bringing a little boy, for a ride in the big truck or a flight in the plane. That was super cool.
All right, I'm gonna back up here. You guys will be able to see the little kid on the porch maybe here in a second if I can get this back. He wants me to bend it around here, and it's not getting bent around. It's going as back far as I can go, and that's it. I am almost in that fence. That's going to be it right there, man. Best I can do. Up and away. You see the little guy in the porch there? Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you guys can see that, right? Little guy.
Oh yeah, yep. I can see
You
him
got to
there.
look really.
I can see him there.
His mom was holding him. Yep.
Yeah, sure can.
He's watching the body go up right now.
I was just telling you didn't hear that. So not only did I get to go for rides in the big truck, there was a guy that lived on the causeway between the mainland and the island. He had a Piper Cub airplane, and I could hear him fire up his Piper Cub. And I'd run out to the end of the dock, and he'd take off, and he'd fly overhead, and he'd like tip his wings at me and say hello, and then he'd land, and he'd come over to the dock.
Awesome.
My old man would grab the wings, and I'd jump on the float, jump in his plane, and he'd take me up every summer 3-4 times every single year.
Dude, how awesome is that?
Yeah, it's just there's
That's
some
shit
really
you don't forget
cool
right
people
there.
out there. Oh, I got pictures of it at home. I should see if I can get those on the internet. The very first
That
time
would
I
be
went
cool,
up,
man.
remember those was it a 10mm camera? Those Polaroids? Is that the one with the little skinny things that look like a deck of cards and you little button on the top? First camera I ever bought. First camera I ever bought, and I had that with me and took pictures of of the house.
Have a good day, buddy. See ya.
Yeah, I had a great time, man. It was so much fun, and I did every single year. When the water was down in the springtime, they would another one of my dad's friends would he was a construction company owner. He'd bring his bobcat up, and he'd go down the whole entire island beachfront and push the rocks back up onto the people's shoreline. You know, just kind of for a breakwater to keep your land from eroding.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
He's like, you ever run one of these? And I'm like, no, I must have been like 10. He said, you want to try it? I'm like, well, hell yeah. So there I am. No idea what's what. And that's
how you learn, right?
Yeah, man. It was
push shit and pull shit till you see what it does.
Oh,
that's awesome.
My old man had great friends. It's like I don't know. Let's take care of the Pollock's kid and give him some fun. Maybe it was just maybe my dad called him and says, get the kid out of my hair for a while. I don't know.
That could be. Who cares? Whatever works, man. It gave you some fun, right?
That's right.
What got you into trucking, Jim? Like, what was the thing that actually pushed you into getting your license and doing that?
So when I was 18, 19, I was working at a company in Duluth called Cirrus Designs. They build the fiberglass airplanes, the Cirrus SR-20, SR-22, and now they make the Vision Jet.
Okay.
I got a job there, and I was building the main spar and various other parts, all fiberglass components, for the Cirrus airplanes. Best job I ever had, and had I not got sensitized to fiberglass and resins, basically I'm allergic to it, I would still be there to this day. Best job I ever had in my entire life. It wasn't even really a production line because I worked in the fiberglass molds, and then I went into Q&A, and I worked in. We actually made the plugs too, where I went into a different department and actually made the plug that built the molds that built the parts.
That's awesome.
I mean, I did a lot of stuff there, but I got allergic to the resins, so I couldn't keep working there anymore. They sent me down to the Mayo Clinic for patch testing and came back positive to allergic to resins, allergic to motor oils, and basically
holy shit.
Yeah, anything like that. I'm allergic to it. Does that mean I don't change my motor oil? No, hell no. I still do that stuff.
No, you just don't drink it, that's all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't eat yellow snow. Right?
That's right. Yeah, common sense.
Yeah. But like the motor oils and stuff like that, I just get like a rash. But when it comes to resins, I blow up like a balloon. I can't be around
No
that stuff at all.
shit.
So
That
also
stuff's nasty though, man. That stuff is nasty shit.
it is.
Whether
It's
you're
terrible.
allergic to it or not, it's nasty. Then you're allergic to it. I can't even imagine that.
Like if I use like JB Weld, yeah, not good. I have to wear gloves, I have to put a respirator on, all that stuff.
Wow.
It's just crazy. But anyways, so part of the company uh, HR deal was, well, since I was a full-time employee there and I've been there for so long, they had to retrain me for something. So it was part of the insurance. And I was like, well, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? And I'm like, I'm this young kid. I'm like, I don't know. I'm happy building airplanes. I don't ever want to leave. Can't you guys put me somewhere else? No, you have to leave. I'm like, well, damn it. So they gave me a list of things, try to help me out because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And doing this right now is absolutely not what I had in mind. I was actually going to go into law enforcement.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was. I went to. I actually went to a local community college up there for law enforcement for, it was like 3 weeks or something like that. And I was just like, it wasn't for me. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that authoritative. And
Yeah.
it just didn't
Especially in the
fit my
beginning, man.
personality.
They kick your ass a little bit. It's like, yeah, I don't know. This is whew.
Yeah,
You'll know
it
right
didn't.
then if it's for you or not. Yeah.
Didn't fit my personality. I'm not the person to stand up in front of big groups of people. It makes me nervous. To this day, I don't like doing that. It's not, we've talked about, it's not my thing. I don't like big groups. I just don't.
Yeah.
And we had to give speeches all the time, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna pass on this. So I called them back, and they're like, well, if that didn't work, let's try something else. And I'm like, all right, well, so I've always liked big trucks. Going back to the, standing at the end of the driveway with my
Sounds
thumb
cool,
up.
right?
Yeah, let's give this a shot. And that was 25 years ago, and I'm still doing it.
Still doing
All
it, man.
because
So
of allergic reaction to
fiberglass.
fiberglass.
Whew.
Yeah, and now I'm on my this is like my 9th truck I've owned now.
How about that?
Yeah, I wouldn't change my past for the world. Would I ever recommend it to anybody nowadays? Getting one of these? No, I wouldn't. Stay a company driver, guys. Don't do it.
It's a different world, man. I would say that too. Like I had opportunities, man, and I really, it was a tough struggle back and forth in my brain, like a tug of war, whether to do it or whether not to do it, man. And I see the benefits and both the pros and cons of both, and it's just, and there's so many different aspects of that, the company that you're with, and the freight that you're running, and all that. Whether you're owner operator or with a company too, and the locations you're running and where you want to run, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's just so many facets that you have to think about and decide on on the fly as you're going. It's just it's a lot, man. And I wouldn't. The trucking business is not nowhere near what it was 25 years ago as far as what you could make. I mean, you're gonna run like you run now. Like you made good money back then. It's not the same, man. It's too much. Too many large companies that just undercut because they can. And pay their guys, not pay their guys as much and undercut everybody else. And now you have top companies undercutting each other sideways. It's just killing the price of freight and killing the money that a driver can make. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, and people come into the country, and they're here, whether they're not even to get into that, but they're here and they don't need as much as we do, so they're very happy.
Yes,
making less,
and they'll
that's
run
that's a killer.
Yep. That hurts. That hurts the people that have been here. Jim, I got to jump off and give the boss a call. I'll be off for a minute. All right. So
yeah, man.
I'll be right back, guys.
You got her. Yeah, guys, I'll probably just go here for another, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm gonna probably jump off and get some windshield time of my own.
I am back at the yard. Love and dirt to you. Okay, sounds good. Very well. Bye. All right. I am back. I got to get a limit filled. He pops the limit. Hey, buddy, I'm going to get a load of fill when you got a minute.
You back?
I'm back. I'm good. Yep.
All right, good deal. I think I'll go another 5-10 minutes here, and then peel off, and I'm gonna have to make a pit stop up here and
Yeah, no problem, man.
get some windshield time of my own.
I got you. I got you.
And Zeus is sitting here. Oh, dude, you can't. No. 60-pound dog in the lap when I'm driving won't work. That doesn't.
Oh, he's a good boy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's too much
I love
dog in the
I
lap.
love Zeuser, man. I love Zeuser. You know I got a little special place in my heart for Thor and Misha too, but Zeus, especially Zeus.
Yeah, Thor, yeah, and Jim. But yeah, hey, he's a great animal. I don't know what is life expectancy on German Shepherds. I was talking about that yesterday in my stream. I'm like, what actually is it 10 years? Do they give an average 10 years? Is it more or less? I don't even know.
I think it's 10. I think it's 10 to 12, Jim. But mine made it to 9, just at 9. So when his stomach flipped. So it's all you know. I've seen ones at 14, 15 too, man. I mean, I think a lot of it is just the kind of life they had and what they ate the whole time, and then you can have a 4-year-old dog die of cancer too. So I mean, it's just
wow,
it sucks, man. I never agreed with that. I think you should get a dog when you're young and you should keep it, and it should die when you die.
There you go.
It's not how it works, man. And it's a shame. You get 10 years out of a lifelong friend that you want to have like that. You only get 10 years, and the amazing time that you have when you do have them, and then you have to deal with the loss, and it's just like it's tough to swallow, man. We all know it. I mean, obviously, but
blessed to have them with me. Even Barky McBarkerson, as much as she drives me up the freaking wall, I love that dog to death.
Yeah, and that's just it. I mean, it's a love and hate in a way, because you hate some of the things they do, but the love so overpowers the hate. That you can get through it, and you find a way to work through it. And she's a lot better too, Jim. I mean, compared to what she was in the very, very beginning. So time. She's an adult dog jumping in a truck, man. That's tough.
Issue that's bad that she has is she never did this before, but it's you stick her on a leash next to Zeus. It's whose nose can get farther forward, and my arms only stretch so far.
And your arms stretch far too.
When you're 7 like I am, I mean, you got big arms.
Yeah, you got at least 4-foot arms. You have to, or at least.
You know what they say about guys with big arms, right?
I know, right? I know.
Yeah, they wear big shirts. They wear big shirts.
That's right. They got some long ass sleeves.
Yeah, she didn't do that before, but now it's her thing where I don't have the time and day to take them all outside individually one at a time. I'll be sitting at a rest area for an hour. I just can't do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The ibuprofen is definitely getting used now with her in the truck.
Right.
Did you get to meet her when I come back the second time? I don't even remember.
No, I did not get to meet Misha. No. You were going to bring her. I wanted you to bring her out and meet me for lunch. Remember? And you tried the one time.
Yeah. That's right. I couldn't get her in the Jeep.
Good. And then, when the second time I thought I was gonna have a shot, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she wasn't a fan of the Jeep. Well, you know what I'm going to do then? I'm trading the Explorer in for a Jeep. She'll have to figure it out.
There you go.
Maybe one of those Renegades. Maybe one of those, is it Heather B's got the Renegade?
Yeah.
It's Heather B's got the Renegade. I got a friend of mine that he just purchased one. Not a brand new one. It's like I don't know, it's a couple, 2-3 years old, but he put big 36-inch tires on it. It looks really, really nice.
They do look pretty sharp. I bust the Jeeps all the time, but they do actually look pretty sharp when they're done up. Especially, They have all the bolt-on, add-on things that you can do to them to make them look, you know, pretty cool. So.
Well, yeah, then I could be super cool and come out there in the 100-degree weather and put my AC on and keep the top all closed up because that's what cool people do in those things.
Yeah, yeah. I used to do that in the Mustang, man. I rolled around with the top down and the AC on the whole time in the Mustang. I didn't even think that was a thing. The girl I was dating, she had a 350Z. She had a 350Z, a Nissan convertible.
Nissan, yep.
And they were fun. What a fun car to drive. And the first time we went anywhere, you know, she's like, put the top down. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, put the top down. She reaches over and turns the AC on. I looked at her like she was the dumbest person in the world. I'm like, what is wrong with you? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, we don't even have a fucking roof or windows on here. And you're putting the air conditioning on. And she's like, yeah, it's summertime. I'm like, there's something wrong with you. So anyway, I'm driving and I'm like, this is really nice. Like, I'm getting the cool air. And then you stop and it's like, you're getting cool air blowing on you while you're sitting in the sun. I'm like, she's a hell of a lot smarter than me. And then, yeah, when I got the Mustang, I'm like, I'm going to do that. And sure as shit, worked out good.
That Jeep crowd you guys have out there is amazing. We don't have that up north where a Jeep goes by a Jeep and they're all, when I was with Mr. Yankee, everybody's waving at everybody.
Yep.
Jeep owners coming up to other Jeep owners and just BS and said, somebody comes walking up to where I live, somebody comes walking up to your car, you're going to reach into the console and your Second Amendment ready.
Yeah, you're getting ready to protect yourself, let alone sit there and yap about a Jeep. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I thought that was super neat.
All right, Jim. So what? You want to jump off of here in a minute?
I'm taking
your plan?
I'm right here in front of me. This is my loves. I'm going to stop at, and I'm going to jump on off and go inside. I got to get cleaned up and take a half-hour break and all that stuff. And yeah, awesome. So I'm going to jump off and do my thing here and get ready for the rest of the day.
Well, that's awesome, man. I appreciate you taking a couple minutes out of your day. Miss Heather B., if you would throw up Trucker Zeus's links one more time, please, before we shut this side-by-side down. Thank you again, Jim, for letting me have your ear for a little while here and give me an opportunity for you to roll side-by-side with the Red Baron. Big Bird rolling side-by-side. Guys, I'll move you guys over as soon as I get a chance to stop with this rain. If it keeps going, I know my screen is jumping all over right now, but we're going to shut this stream down. And then when I get over to the island, when I get this load off, if I don't have to help him too much on the ground, then I'll start up another stream. And I'm sure Jim will probably do something a little later on too, once he's got taken care of what he needs to take care of. So again, Mr. Jim, Trucker Zeus, and Zeus, Misha, and Thor. He's got fucking dogs. Follow that guy in the yellow hood there. Miss Heather B just threw up his link. So give him a follow. Give him some love. He's almost 2,500 now. I'd like to see him at 2,500 by the weekend here. So right, 2460, right, Jim, or something?
26 something. No, 20.
26. All right, so you're over now. All right. Well, damn it. Bring him up to 3. Get him up to 3,000. So
I appreciate that, man.
Again, Jim, I'll let you sign. I'll let you say goodbyes to the crew here. And thank you everybody for listening and watching me and Trucker Zeus today. I'm going to hand it over to Jim, let him say his goodbyes, and then I'll see you in a little while. We'll get it fired up again, the solo style. So Jim, take it away, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love you, brother. Be safe, all right?
Thank you. I love you too, man. And Mr. Whispers, thank you for everything you do. Man, I appreciate it, the opportunity to bring me into your stream like that. That is absolutely one of the coolest things that I have happen is when you get to invite me in like this. So I truly appreciate what you do for me, my channel, and for everybody. All the smiles you put on our faces, we all greatly appreciate that. And to chat, I wish I could. Actually, I can see who's in here in about 10 seconds. Here, let's just open it up right now. Kells, Wisco, Kelly, Carolyn, Patrick, Broken, Adriana, Carolyn, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thank you for everything you guys do. And I will catch you guys all on the next one. Mr. Whispers, thank you. Mr. Living Yankee Free and the whole entire Blue Crew. Love you guys. Have yourself a great day.
Awesome, Jim. Thank you so much again. All right, guys, I'm going to shut this down. I know my side's a little squirrely, but That's why I got Big Jim there. He's nice and clear like he always is. Look at that shit. Starlink, baby. He's got Starlink and fucking dogs. If you don't follow him, you should. If you don't follow him, just stop following me. All right. That's just how it's going to work here.
Yeah, you're done. You're evicted.
That's it. All right, guys. Be good to each other. All right. Appreciate your time again. I'll see you in a little bit. We'll be back up once I get to the island. Give me about 15, 20 minutes. And if everything's good, I'll fire it back up. All right. That's going to be it for us. Trucker Zeus, Joey Whispers, we are signing off. Be good to each other. Love you all. Joey Whispers, TZ, be good to yourself. I can't mess it up. All right, let me do it again. Here we go.
You want me to do it for you?
Of someone. Yeah, there you go. I'll do the be gone, bye-bye. You do the rest. All right.
No, you do the rest and I'll do the be gone. How's that?
All right, here we go. Be good to each other. Love you all. Hit it, Jim.
Be gone. Bye-bye.
Love you guys. Be good. We'll see you.